Good morning everyone, this is Devi from Little Hearts Publications. Today I am going to take class Science of class 3 and I am going to take lesson 2 from class 3. Okay. So, before going to the class, just we will have a look into a textbook. So, open page number 16. In page number 16, they have given you some pictures. In this you have plants and animals. Okay. What are the pictures given here? Horse, hen, cat, fish, cow, goat and some plants and small trees are given. So, branchless and with branches. Okay. So, we have already learnt that plants and animals are also living things like human beings, as we same are plants and animals. So, how we need food? Even the animals and plants also need food. Yes. So, what is the use of food to these plants, we plants and animals? To grow, yes, and to reproduce and to live. Okay. So, even though everything is similar, there are some differences between plants and animals. So, in today's class we are going to learn about the difference between plants and animals. So, what is the main difference between the plants and animals? Okay. Animals, here plants. So, what is the main difference between plants and animals? When you look at an animal, the animal can't sit stably at one place. But what about plants? Plants cannot move. This is the main difference between plants and animals. Animals can move, plants can't move. Plants can't move. And animals depend on plants for food. Animals depend on plants for food. Okay. And how do plants get food? Plants prepare their own food. Yes, prepare their own food. Own food. So, the main difference between plants and animals is the movement. Okay, movement. This is the main difference. Plants can't move, but how do they show movement as they are living things? They move their leaves, they move their, they show their movements by blooming the flower, giving new buds, okay, and turning the flowers towards the sunlight, and there are some plants when we touch them, like for example touch me not plant, when we touch it, it closes its leaves, it shows some movements by the sensitivity. Okay. Okay. So, thus it is clear that the movement is the most important or a significant difference between plants and animals. So, how do the plants prepare their own food? Today, now we are going to learn that. Yes. So, how do plants prepare their food? Plants use sunlight, water, okay, air or carbon dioxide. Okay. As you learnt in your previous class, you have learnt about it uses air, means in the sense carbon dioxide, and it also uses these all things, and it also needs a chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green color pigment which helps to prepare its food. So, what is this process in which plants prepare their own food is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Photo means light. Synthesis means it is a process. The process in which plants use light to prepare their food is known as photosynthesis. Yes. And next we are going to learn in detail about the parts of a plant, or parts of any plant or every plant. Yes, parts of a plant. Parts of a plant, yes. So, a plant has many parts. So, can you think of some parts which a plant has or every plant has? Just will write here. Roots will come from the bottom. Roots, stem, flowers, fruits, leaves. Okay, these are the parts of a plant. So, in detail we are going to learn about these parts now. So, now a plant has two main parts. These parts are divided into two main parts. What are those? One is shoot. One is shoot and the other one is root. So, root is a separate part which is below the ground. Which is below the ground. And shoot, the parts which are above the ground. Above the ground are known as shoot system. So, in detail we will learn about, yes, and the shoot system bears. What are the parts in a shoot? We will see now. Shoot, it has stem, leaves, branches, fruits, flowers. Okay, these are the parts. These are the parts which come under shoot system and which are above the ground. So, in detail we will learn. So, first one is stem. Okay, the stem is the strongest part in the plant. The stem is the strong part of the plant, okay, and it is called trunk. It is called trunk. And okay, and next the part of the plant that remains under the ground is a root. Yes, now we will learn about in different parts now. First one is a stem. The stem bears these all things. Okay, the stem bears these all things, these parts. The stem and these all parts come under shoot, and the stem bears these parts: leaves, branches, fruits and flowers. This stem, okay, this stem helps the plant to stand erect or straight. Erect or straight. Okay, and this stem supplies water from the roots. The root absorbs the water and the water is sent to supply water to all the parts of the plant. Yes, and other than water, it also supplies minerals and salts to the plants from the ground level. Okay, and okay, yes, then we'll go to the next part, that is root now. Yes, so roots are the parts which remain under the ground. Roots are the roots are the parts which remain under the ground. Remain under the ground. Which remain under the ground. Yes, and these roots hold the plant firmly in the soil. Hold the plant firmly or tightly in the soil. Firmly or tightly in the soil. Yes, and it also helps to stand erect. Helps to stand erect. Yes, and these roots also absorb water, mineral salts, mineral salts from the soil, and it sent to the next level to the stem. Yes, so from the stem it enters, it is supplied to all parts of the plant. Yes, now roots are two types. Roots are two types. First one is fibrous root, and the other one is tap root. Okay, fibrous root, tap root. So when we come to this roots, plants are having these two kinds of the roots, plants and even trees also. Yes, yeah, trees. So if this is a stem, okay, so this is the one kind of root. It's called as fibrous root, in which all the roots will start at one point. All the roots will start at one point. So the plants which have what we say parallel veins. If for example, if you take a grass leaf, okay, if you take a grass leaf, it has like this parallel lines. Okay, this kind of leaves have fibrous roots, and this is second one is tap root. All the trees, big trees, and the plants which have what we say reticular veins, they have this tap root kind of roots. Okay, this type of root. In this it has one main root. It has one main root. Okay, one main root. For example, if you take carrot, you know all carrot you have seen, right? It is the same one root, main root. Those type of plants have this kinds of root, tap root, beetroot, etc. Yes. Then next topic is flowers and fruits. Next topic is flowers and fruits. Okay. Before going to the topic, you can see the picture which is given in page number 19 for taproot and fibrous root. Taproot and fibrous root. You can look at the picture. This is a fibrous root and this is taproot. Okay. So, next one is flowers and fruits. So, what are flowers? Flowers are the most beautiful part of a plant. Okay, most beautiful part of a plant. So mostly you all like flowers, rose flowers and jasmines or some decorative flowers. When you look at the flowers, you will be attracted to that. So why? Because it has different colors and different fragrances. Yes, yes. And these flowers, they produce seeds. Okay, when these flowers mature, after few days they turn into fruits. Okay, fruits or seeds. Seeds or fruits. Okay, turn into seeds or fruits. Yes. So, what is the use of these fruits or seeds? These fruits have seeds inside them. Yes, seeds inside them. So, these seeds help us to grow, or they give rise to a new plant when they are sown in the soil. Seeds give rise to new plants. Okay, so seeds give rise to new plants. These flowers develop into fruits. Fruits have seeds inside them and these seeds grow into new plants. Okay. Thank you.